Well, welcome back, everybody. It's BugEater64, and we're getting ready to do AirHauler for X-Plane, The Grind Part 2. And what we'll do is go ahead and get in our Cessna and continue to grind things out, making the flights. And these flights on Part 2 went from about 8:30 in the morning till 1:30 in the morning the next day. So we gave it the gold college effort, and you're going to find out what the results were. So let's get to it. Okay, so here we are in AirHauler. We've been flying all day. We finally got to the point where we got the last load to take to Princess Juliana International. So we are gonna get going. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning, so it's definitely gonna be a night flight, but we'll get her there. So let's get going. Okay, and here we are in the cockpit. It'd be dark, but luckily I know where most of the buttons are, so we'll get some lights on here in just a second. There we go. Okay, let's get the engine started and get out of here. Alright, engine's up. Landing lights on. Nav lights. Set our flight plan. Basically all I have to do is invert it. We are at TFFR. So we're going to invert it and take us to TNCM. Alright. So let's get some power and get in the air. And this is the last flight we're going to make today on day 2. We're finishing everything else up on day 3. And every time I take off, it tells me that FS Economy flight hasn't started, and that's because they're not FS Economy flights.
FSE flight not started.
No kidding. I was just talking about you. So yeah, this day's been a total grind. The first flight was at 8:49 this morning, and this is the last flight, and it's just after 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's about an hour-long flight. So long day. Fortunately, we weren't able to finish either job in the time period allotted. So that's going to cost us, but we'll just have to finish it all out, see how it goes, and see what we end up with. Keep trying to build our little business and AirHauler for X-Plane. So with that, let's get on our way. Okay, so here we are. That's Juliana right in front of us. We're making a left bank. Get ready to come in on runway 10. Beautiful island of St. Martin and all the nighttime lights. Princess Juliana International. Flaps down. Let's turn on the final. Be a short final. Made 30 plus flights in the last 2 days. Got one more day left. I think I've got about 9 or 10 flights left to go. A little more. I'm gonna check out what I've got left to deliver. Just going to turn into the runway here and set her down. Good bit late flare. Oh well, still considered a great landing. I really have to work on my rudder pedals though. They're so sensitive. I have to work on the curves. Alright, airplane is cleaned up. We're going to pull off and park it. Head straight for that shack and then turn around. We can call it quits for today. That'll be the end of a 17-hour day. All in the name of making a business work. Alright, let's shut her down. Alright. So let's take a look at that landing. Right hand corner, we've got the tower view. Down safe again. Imagine that. Alright, so get everything else shut down, and then we'll go to AirHauler. Unload the cargo. Yeah. When a mission's good, they are happy, but since the mission is a failure, even though I've delivered all the goods to there, we'll just have to keep grinding. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna quit for today. Okay. So we've still got okay. So look at see, we did get paid something because we now have 515,000. So okay. There it is. So we still got cargo to take back to TFFR. We don't have any cargo to come back to TNCM, so I was trying to find a job that would so I could do that. But it doesn't look like I've got anything within a time limit that nothing from TFFR back to TNCM. So did get paid for the one job, about $8,900 plus. So that's about 10% of what the original face value of the contract was. So that's a good sign. Let's see what happens when I finish delivering all the goods for the leftover mission, which is original face value is 92,000. The aircraft's in perfect condition. So all these flights, 30 plus flights, and we haven't damaged anything, so that's always a good sign. But the landings have been acceptable, so no hard landings, and we've taken pretty good care of the bird. So with that, let's go ahead and get started on our last day. So we've got enough fuel, so we're gonna load the cargo and get going. And we've been busy flying all day. Again, we've done numerous flights. And this is the very last load that we're taking now to finish this contract. So it's early afternoon, and we're going to get ready to go. Finish this contract, finish this job, and see where we stand. Okay. Invert. We are ready to go. Add a little power. Airspeed's alive. And rotate.
FSE flight not started.
So we leave Princess Juliana International one more time and head for TFFR. So let's get going. Okay, here we are at TFFR, and we're going to make a flyover of the airfield, make a left turn, and come in for a landing. And by doing so, we will conclude our contract. And we will see what we will see. Get our little Cessna to come around, line up with the runway, and bring us safely back to Earth. Flap coming down.
500.
Good landing, we'll take that. Yeah, we'll get over here, get parked. And as pretty much always, we'll take another look at that landing. And pull straight ahead to the cargo parking ramp. Alrighty, so get right up here. Stop. Park and brake on. Alright. And boo you too. Alright, so everything's completed. And these are the flight reports. Each flight you do, you get one of these. So our aircraft right now is at TFFR. There's our two jobs. The red one, or orange, red are failures, but we got paid an amount which equals to about 10% of the original face value. So they may have been fails, but they're not a complete loss. But our reputation, we got spanked pretty good. So I'm gonna start doing some smaller flights and build the reputation up, and then I'll be in a position that I can by then maybe rent or lease at a reasonable price another airplane with a bigger payload and cargo capacity. So let's look at the landing and as we fly over TFFR. Excuse me. And again, lower right corner, we've got the tower view. All right, everybody. Well, we completed it. We finished the missions, and as you saw, the two missions were a fail because of the fact we weren't able to complete delivering all the goods in the time allotted. I went ahead and completed them, delivered all the goods, and after all was said and done, I didn't walk away with nothing. It looks like the one job was listed at a little over $90,000. The other job was listed at a little over $80,000. And it looks like, looking at the pay sheet and so on, that it was a fail. But because I continued and delivered all the goods, I did get paid about 10% of the total value of the original face value of the job. So therefore, it's not, to me, it's not a complete fail. Didn't make me anywhere near the money I thought I would make. Took a huge hit in reputation. So I'll have to start building that back up. As you can see, it's about 43% right now. So with that, it tells me a lot about AirHauler for X-Plane, and the fact that in my mind, for those reasons, I like it better than any other FS Economy or any SimBuddy flight jobs, any of them that are out there right now that have been here longer, or maybe not as long as AirHauler for X-Plane. It's the sad fact is that AirHauler for X-Plane is never had support from the original developer as far as updates and so on. But the good news for that is that in the forums, the AirHauler official forums, just recently, within the last few weeks, the developer did say that in looking at everything, that we may see a AirHauler 2 version for X-Plane at the end of this year, 2019, or sometime in 2020. So that's a good something to look forward to, because AirHauler 2 has a virtual airline capability where you can actually basically hire other pilots, and in essence, it's a multiplayer version. So looking forward to that. Hope it comes. But until then, I'll just keep building my business in AirHauler, and we'll see how things go. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope the information was helpful to you. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to ask. And until next time, this is Bug Eater 64 telling you all, have a safe weekend, a safe week, and as always, safe flying.